Hey everyone, I'm back here for another update on my sobriety lifestyle, NoFap. So, from the other video, if you watched it, you saw things were pretty intense. Now I want to follow up on what happened afterwards. Did I relapse? Did I not relapse? Things like that. How things are going now with the chaser effect and all that. So, pretty much what happened, I was able to go to bed, but I had to take a Tylenol to knock myself out. That's how intense the feelings were, the urges were. And then when I woke up the next day, it was actually a little bit better, a little bit less intense. And then I was able to actually focus a little more. But I had to do it in a different room because in my original room, it feels like the memories were like associated there were stronger. So being in another room helps, I find. That's what I discovered. I found it pretty interesting. Uh, Now also what I found online and what I think seems to be happening is I think I'm converging from the chaser effect, which is like the first 3 days of like just intense. You just can't think about anything else but sex and masturbating and all that stuff. And now, once that's passed, what seems to happen, which I'm very happy of, is like the urges are subsiding. It's like a gentle curve kind of going down like this. And I found a post on Reddit, which the guy called it the surge effect, which you have just intense. It's still intense energy, but you can focus, but you feel it's like way higher than usual, and you can feel it anywhere down in your erogenous zone, the fun zone down there, or in your head, or I would feel it in my chest. It was like bubble up in my chest, like I was in my midterms trying to do a freaking exam, and it's all like whoosh, just a fire tornado in my chest. It was like woo, woo, and it was very pleasant. It's weird to say it was pleasant, maybe not at the time, but it was fun. It was kind of fun to just dance around with that feeling. And even in the past few days, I find that's been happening as well. It's like it just comes in. And it's like whoa, oh, and it's just like you just kind of fun to just dance around with it. I was still kind of worried about relapsing, but no. I felt like I've gained enough confidence, or rather, I've gained a lot of comfort from reading stuff that I found online about the chaser effect or the surge effect and motivations on why I need to just power through this phase to continue the sobriety lifestyle, which is basically that I need to, once we get through this phase, the guy said that what motivates me a lot is he said that a huge your confidence, you just get a huge surge of confidence and just a wave of calmness, and that really motivated me because that's how I felt before the chaser effect started. So knowing that that can come back afterwards helps a lot, and to know understand why this happening has helped a lot too, because I read on another post on YBOP that the reason for this is because of the wet dream, which is what caused all this. The brain was really seeking for the dopamine hits. So what kind of happened is that the brain does anything that it can to make you go relapse. And so it would conjure up old neural pathways in my head. And the funny part was it was very specific to one type of content, like something that I found very early on when I was in my early teen years, and a year ago I think around now, I like went to the site and I just like binged on that one site, and like I freaking loved it obviously, but now the effects are kind of coming to slap me in the face again, and it was just that content, and that's all the images that it uses to try and get me to go back to go relapse, which is interesting. And it's like I said, it's a fun feeling, but it's just weird that it would go only to that content. And when I would see like I don't know, it's like a pop up image somewhere on YouTube of like there's like like another race of a girl, that one, zilch. Like, I wouldn't feel anything. But the other race, whoosh, whoo, feelings just up through the roof. I'm like, okay, all right. And it's kind of the same thing in public too. Like, I look at certain races of girls, I get the rush, but then that one race, it's flowing up in the head and everything. So that just confirms that it's like, because my brain associated that content with intense pleasure through the computer. It's like that old neural pathway is just so strong. So what needs to happen is that over time that pathway will just kind of slowly fade away and will be replaced with new healthy interactions in the future, which is, I think, the path to healing that I will get to. And now, the next thing I want to talk about, yes, about, I guess the last thing about the surge effect is, it was crazy because I said I was just finishing my midterms, and on Thursday I had a 4-hour exam from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. I came back home at 11. I shoveled a bit of snow outside. I was dead freaking tired, and then Mr. Surge Effect comes in, busts an image, and I couldn't sleep. I was like, what? Come on, man. Come on. And fortunately or unfortunately, I opened my phone, went into that OG content. Just I was gonna test to see what happens, and yep, just we're getting ready for blast off. I'm like, oh boy, oh no, and thankfully I managed, like last time, to just put the stuff away, go take a bath, pop a Tylenol, and you're good to go. But I was just blown away that even though I was dead tired, the energy just came in and just shooketh. It shooketh me. It shook everything up. So, but going through that gave me a lot of confidence, because now it's been a few days after that, and I'm feeling like I was before. It's like my brain chemistry is, my urges, my brain chemistry is finally stabilizing, which is very, very reassuring. So with all that, the plans for the future. If anyone's watching this and is going through this or is not sure how to channel all this extra energy, well, a few things have helped me. I talked about before the microcosmic orbit meditation. It's a way to like an orbit around your body, and just that visualization to like transfer it from your erogenous zone down to your head, let's say, and then the they call it third eye here, and then the base of the throat and all that. It's all these chakra points, and just visualizing being able to channel that energy, I know will help. Another thing, just today, like Tai Chi, just like a slow movement, able to channel the energy. I think that will seriously help me. So I'm looking forward to doing all that. And I think I'll be doing these videos regularly, just to like document how I feel, be able to look back on it. And if whatever happens, if I'm like tempted to relapse again, well, I'll just watch this and be like, oh yeah, okay, I remember how I felt that night. I remember how I felt calm and confident, and to be sure that I'll stay on this path of sobriety and happiness to reach the goals and make the life that I want to live the best life that I want to live. So I think I'll end it on that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and have yourself a wonderful night or a wonderful day wherever you are. See ya.